Hey friends, I don't think I've done an ample job on going live when I've been working on my Slab City shade structure. So one of the most important things you can do when you're over summering, when you're spending the summer in the low desert here in the Southwest desert, is to create a shade structure. If you don't live in sticks and bricks, if you're living off-grid, if you're living out of a tent, if you're living out of an RV or camper van, those things need to be put under shade. Granted, some people find shade trees, which are great, but I don't have a shade tree to park my van under, and so I still need my van. I can't just live outside. I have stuff in this van. I have my clothes, I have canned goods, food. So, good morning, David. Good morning, Dave. Thanks for joining me live. Aw, shucks. You called me sunshine. So the wind is starting to pick up. I got up as early as I could, 7:30, which is kind of late, but it is what it is. Yesterday I went to bed at 8:30. Oh, really? Well, I'm hoping the canned goods being in the shade will help. I've been told to put everything in glass, so I started doing that. But, I mean, it's just not practical for me to be able to put everything in glass, so hopefully the canned goods will keep, right? Yeah, but like if you open up cans and put them in glass, then unless you refrigerate them, they're going to spoil. And I don't have that kind of refrigeration capacity. So we'll figure it out as we go, right? Sure. Yeah. I just filled up maybe what could be considered a half a gallon glass container. So I'll show you what I have. So that looks like about a half a gallon. This is a mason jar. I called this my bathtub because for years, since 2020, it was gifted to me from a breath worker friend. I've used this when I'm van lifing it in the mountains and don't have access to a hot spring or a shower. This was my bathtub. Basically, it was for sponge bathing. Now, here in Slab City, I'm using it for food preservation. So I'm putting all of my nuts and seeds. We have pumpkin seeds and sunflower seeds, and there's a few pistachio nuts swimming around in here too. All right, so the wind is starting to pick up, so I need to kind of work quickly. So what I want to do this morning is lay out the hay tarp that was given to me by my good friend. Hay tarp. Yes, my good friend Dreamcatcher is letting me use a hay tarp of hers. So, so Dave, what are your thoughts on why to use a hay tarp versus a regular black or tan shade cloth? I'm actually not sure. So my thought was the hay tarp looks solid, like similar to a tarp, but I'm wondering if it's more breathable, because I know in the summer you can get you can trap the hot air, and that can have the opposite effect for me. So I don't want to do that, but so I'm not completely understanding why the hay tarp is even better than a black shade cloth, like 90% UV. Okay, cheaper and they hold up to the wind. Okay, how about the UV, the sun protection? Is it better? Okay, breathable. That's the key. Right. So do you know what UV rating it was? Because I was leaning towards using 90 to 95% UV protection shade cloth, but Dreamcatcher is helping me save money, which I need to do right now. All right, so let's see. Can I flip the camera? I don't know what's going on, but I've not been able to flip my camera, and it's really annoying me. Do you see how when I try to flip it? Oh, yeah, I know. It's really intense summer heat. Okay, so we're gonna go outside now, and hopefully I can find a way to stand this camera up without it falling over in the wind. And also I need to get my hat. Shade should be layers. Yeah, well, so today we're gonna look at layer number 1. And then I need to reassemble my help, hopefully tonight, if it's not too windy, to actually put the hay, to put the shade cloth on my structure over top. So today, right now, what I'm going to do is figure out how big it is, so I can see how much of the structure it will cover. What are we doing? Oh, hat and glasses for the sun. I better put my glasses down here. I literally cannot read comments without my glasses. Okay. Where did I put my hat? Okay, so here's my hat. Here are my glasses. And then I want to hydrate, rehydrate. I have been hydrating this morning. Now granted, right now we've got really dreamy weather here in Slab City, but it's temporary. Things will be ramping back up with mid 90s to high 90s. So the heat cometh. Oh boy, I wish I could control the temperatures here. I would love to leave it at no hotter than 85 degrees throughout the whole summer. I would love to have that kind of power, because I would make it happen. Hi, Fleur. Thank you. Maybe what I should do is this. Okay, Dave. Lucky you. Yeah, we'll see if I can make it through the summer. I will be with some pros that have already done summers. Today's going to be 81, I think, so really nice. I'm laughing because my glasses, my shades just fell down. I'm trying to be able to read the comments and put my shades on in preparation for going outside. All right, let's see if these work any better. Aw, proud of me, huh? What, for putting shades on? This is not working. I need like bigger. I think these worked a little bit better. Yup. Yeah, that's why I got to get my tail outside and figure out how big this hay tarp is. Yes, it's called a hay tarp. Okay, so let us adjourn. Yeah, I do have an exit plan, but I want to be here to help support my my camp. That's a big part of why I'm doing this. To help support Dreamcatcher. So if I can be a support to her through the summer, that would be huge. She doesn't have, never mind what she has and doesn't have. But anyway, she's an extraordinary friend, and I want to be supportive of her and her camp and help out. And you know, the big reason I'm here in Slab City is for love and connection. You know, I've been a nomad since 2013. This is not working. I'm just gonna have to screw that. I've been, you know, alone since 2013, and I'm over being alone. I mean, yeah, if I have to get out of here, I have to get out of here. Like, if for whatever reason my health can't handle the heat, aw, thank you. If for whatever reason I can't physically handle the heat, all I have to do is turn the key on this van. She runs. She needs front end work. I really, you know, it would be great to get that done, but I think I can hold off, you know. So currently my tentative plan, well, this video is not about my plan. Let's get the hay tarp laid out. Here we go. So I'm not excited because the wind is starting to pick up, and I'm afraid that the camera is going to fall in the wind, but let's just try this. Yeah, the wind is pretty strong. All right, let's see if I can. All right, this is out of the wind. I'm putting this. Okay. I'll be right back. Okay, so the main objective right now is to see how big this hay tarp is. It looks massive. It looks like it might cover the entire structure. Let's see. How's the wind going, guys? Can you hear me okay? Folks, I'm trying to get out of the habit of saying guys. How do you like my Slab City shirt that Dot gave me? So Dot sells t-shirts that she paints on or uses some special marker. I'm not sure what she does, but yeah, she's pretty talented. So I think they're $5 a shirt. She might change the prices. Just be prepared for that. Okay, so I'm moving these boards because I want an accurate measurement for how big this tarp is going to be. So I'm just going to lay it flat. So the idea is to chop off the nubs, the top nubs there, because the hay tarp will go over top. And then I'm almost thinking of getting those giant clamps just so that they would be easier to remove in the winter time. Because once I bolt, you know, originally I was gonna sandwich them between boards. But in the winter, I guess in the winter I could just park outside of it. But then the winter sun will start to degrade the hay tarp too. So I'm thinking the quickest that it can be removed, the best, so that I can keep it for future summers. That's why I'm thinking of giant clamps. So we'll see. I'll talk to Dreamcatcher about that, see if that's a viable way of affixing the hay tarp. Okay, so I'll move those boards and get going here. heavier. This one's heavier for some reason, especially on the left side. Definitely getting exercise today. Wow, this is cumbersome. Let me show you how neatly Dreamcatcher bundled this. It's pretty amazing. She's known for her neatness, but look at that. She neatly folded this gargantuan tarp and tied it. Wow, I could only hope to rewrap it like that. All right, here we go. Alright folks, so I can already tell that it'll definitely go over top. I'm thinking it will spill over either the, it looks like it'll definitely spill over the front and back. So, yeah, I definitely like the idea of it spilling over the back. That's the north facing, where the brunt of the sun, like the afternoon sun is, right there. But I need to be able to pull in and out easily. So I'll have to jerry rig some way of me, you know, hoisting the cloth, because I probably will be entering there. Well, I only have 3 ways I can enter. Either here, here, or here. So usually I enter backwards from here, from this side. But like when there's super high winds, I like being able to position the van any way I can. So that's why it's nice to be able to go in this way, and then position into the wind with the nose facing into the wind. Especially when there's like 50-mile-per-hour gusts, and it gets really annoying when the wind kicks up. So I don't think I'm going to unfold this whole tarp. I get the idea that it will definitely cover the 20 feet length here, and that's 16 feet in length there. Yeah. I don't know. Part of me still wants to unroll it, but it's going to get hard for me to roll it back up with the wind. And then I want to put it away again until I have a crew out here to help me put it up. And then I need to talk about if we're going to use clamps or if we're going to sandwich bolt it between the 2x4s. Yeah, we dug 2 feet holes, and then we used water, clay. So let me show you how strong the posts are. Let's see. Actually, this one needs to be reinforced with water and tamping. Yeah, it's not budging. It's not budging. But the middle one I need to reinforce again, like I said. That one has a little bit of wiggle. So I'm just going to add water to it and stamp on it. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to unroll the tarp. Huh? Yeah. I'm just trying to see how big it is. Okay, so now I have an idea of what's going on. So it's big enough to cover it, and then it's going to cover one side, one long 20-foot side. So that means I'll have to get more shade cloth for the 16-foot sides, and also probably a piece. So what I want is for this to drape over once the nubs at the top are cut. Drape this over the top, let it hang down in the back and the north facing side as long as it'll go, and then get more shade cloth, 16 foot here, 16 foot here, 10 foot here, 10 foot here, or one 20-foot piece here. So it's a start. That's where we're at. So once I have help again to add this tarp, I will try to go live then. Now, if it's at night, that'll be tricky. I probably won't be able to go live, but I'll at least show you what we end up doing. So awesome. Dreamcatcher, if you're watching, thank you so much for the hay tarp. I'm gonna roll it back up and plan the next work party with my friends to get this up. So go ahead and get down with the kick down. This channel is supported by viewers like you. Check out my Ko-fi, it's pronounced Ko-fi community, link in the description. I also opened a new shop which has all of my best photography. Well, not all of it, but I put like 13 photographs up, high resolution, 300 DPI, which would allow you to do wall size printouts, like huge wall size printouts. So you could take it to a printing service and you will you'll know how big your wall print can be. So link in the description. I now have a shop. You can join a monthly membership or one-time donations help keep this channel running and keep my off-grid life going and van life going. Really appreciate your support. All right, so stay tuned for the next installment of the Slab City, NatureGlo's Slab City shade structure. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video. Go ahead and hit those like, share, and subscribe buttons. Bye for now.